et. As you know that it is that a basic easy kanji that I take you kanji et. As you know that you will study, so now I review again about the et. Et it is very easy at the basic. When you know basic, you will love kanji because kanji it is that the way that you must study when you read book and you test such as the GPT. Also, the better you don't study kanji, you will difficult to to choose right or wrong. So this video we talk about the et. As you know, it is mean that et, et. Okay, et. Okay. As you know that kanji that you can learn such as that hidari, such as that list to write. Okay, reach to write. In Japan, you can say that hidari migi. Okay, uesta, upstairs, downstairs. So you know this that the principle kanji you will study easy. Okay, then what's the time? So you study together, such as that kanji. Kanji, これは1。1は音読み。音読み。音読み it is that you know katakana or you can something that from China. Yeah. 訓読み hito. 訓読み katakana. So it is that sort that the way I'll remember. Okay. Ichi hito. Ichi. 意味は一つ初め number one. Okay. Number one. This number one says us that ichido. One time. More ichido. Again. Ichiban. Ichiban は number one. Ichiban ね。Hitori alone person. Yes. 一人で行きました。I go alone. Okay? And then so you look at that this one kanji talk about that ichi これは心 ichio it is mean that just in case example 痛みはit is mean that hurt or suffer hurt. Okay, 痛みは強くないが一応病院へ行った。一応病院へ行ったです。Suggest that the pain wasn't severe just but I went go to hospital just in case. It is mean that sentences suggest that 痛みは強くないが一応病院へ行った。This sentence also you try to go on some sentences and then you try this video you study one kanji et. And then not only study one kanji, you make easy sentence such as that a lot of sentence in Japan such as that the man study et. Okay, so then what's the time such as that これは1 it is mean that 一方 on the other hand, so it is meant that on the other hand 一方 it is mean that on the other hand, on the other hand, it is that more and most people always use that 一方 on the other hand, such as that 良い結果が出た。そうですね。良い結果が出た。皆さん、良い結果出ますか？Such as that this kanji you can say joy keka. OK、良い経過、これは口。口と、畑。畑と1はこれ畑。下は木。It is mean that 経過。OK、良い経過が出た。良い経過が、良い経過が出た。そうですね。良い経過が出た。So it is meant good result comes. Good result comes. So 一方で問題もある。一方で問題もある。一方で it is meant 一方 on the other hand そうですね。一方 on the other hand 一方で問題もある。まあ、normally when you have good news, bad news also. Okay, it is that normally when you have good, bad, good, it is that simple. So I guess that 上位経過も悪い経過もあったですね。もある。まあ、人生もね、上位経過もこれは上位経過が出た。一方で問題もある。問題ね。皆さん問題ですね。problem. When you meet problem, how should that you do? Okay, normally when you meet a problem at the first that you try to first find solution. Yeah, you try find solution. And then good result comes, so it is meant the good result come out. So good result come out. Okay, good result come out on the other hand. So A1 on the other hand, there are also problem. There are also problem. Okay, 上位経過が出た。一方で問題もある。It is mean that good result come off. On the other hand, there are also problem. Okay, there are also problems. So you try to remember that the rule. 上位経過が出た。一方で問題もあるですね。まあ、everyone, so you try this the good sentence. So, Elisa, and then I go on sentence such as that one. Okay, this Kanji today you study ichi. So ichi it is mean that much more sentence that I want to read this video because so such as that number three, as you know that number three, I want to take you ichi. 一人一人はこれはいはい一人一人ですね。It is mean that each person, you know, person it is a singular or plural. Person, okay. People are plural. So you try to remember in English. And then such as that 一人の意見を大切にする。そうですね。まあ、example, this sentence that I talk about 一人一人の一人一人の意見皆さんたくさんの意見は良いですね。意見これ意見これは見は漢字は見るね。意見を大切 大切、これは大きい、大きして切る、漢字は切るにする。英文は大切、これは意見、意見のアイディア、大切は very important。人はeach person の意見ですね。英文 so or this so you try to opinion so we value each person opinion okay we values value a lie it is each person idea or opinion opinion is mean that or idea okay so history no 意見を大切にする everyone so you try to listen more and most people that have different idea even though when you have different ideas so you try to find the solution and then why this you have this idea why and then you try to right understanding because of one person one idea it is you try to critical thinking and then you will understand about the we value each person opinion we value each person idea okay 一人一人の意見を大切にするですね everyone you got this sentence and then this the video okay number 4 okay I talk about 一人一人暮らし一人一人暮らしはこれは一人一人ですねこれは暮らしこれは一人一人目飯は点々ですね it is mean that live alone okay 一人 live alone you know live alone okay live alone 一人暮らし live alone example 一人で暮らしを始めたそうですね一人 example 一人を始めたこれ口始め一人暮らしを始めた It is mean that I start to live alone I start to live alone Okay, this kanji you talk about the ichi Okay, ichi example ichido ichiban ichido ichiban mo ichido hitori hitori ichio on the other hand also that each person hitori hitori no 意見を大切にする一人一人暮らしを始めた Okay, so this video I teach you about one kanji talk about ichi ongyomi to gunyomi so it is very important so thank you everyone that you watching my video